What's up guys, this is Twe4kz here. And if you haven't seen my previous video on NextGenUI, then you are in for a very special treat because today I'm going to be showing you the new iteration of that theme called NextGenUI5. So the first thing I want to talk about on this theme is, well, it's going to completely change the look of your device. You can see right here that this is actually the springboard. This isn't just like a picture or anything like that. This is the actual springboard right here. And you'll notice that we have this nice little animated node, and right in the middle is actually a button. So if we tap on that button, it's going to bring us a list of all of our applications right here, and it's obviously categorized by a letter. So you can see as we scroll through here that it's going to list all of our applications. So if we want to launch an application really quick, then you can just go into this list right here and then tap on that app, or you can just use the search button if you don't want to scroll through. So if we just type in settings here, you can see that it's going to pop up just like it does with Spotlight. But now if we go back here, you're going to notice that we have some other things like this clock right up here. And this is actually a widget that you can add to your springboard like I've done right here. And I'm going to show you that in just a second. But first I want to show you this springboard. You're going to see that this is actually just one big massive springboard. There are no pages or anything like that. And you'll notice that it's a very nice looking 3D effect. It kind of has some layers. So there's like a foreground, there's a middle layer, and then there's a background. And it just makes for a really awesome looking aesthetic. So you can see right here now, if we go over here, we actually have all these little nodes. And if you get them close enough, they actually connect themselves into clusters. So you can see if we just tap and hold on any blank space, we get that nice little audio cue, and we also have three options right here of what we want to add to the springboard. So do we want to add a data store, which is actually just another name for a folder? Do we want to add an app, or do we want to add a widget? So to begin with, let's just go ahead and tap on app, and you can see we get the list that we're familiar with. So for instance, if we wanted to add the Apple Store, we'll just tap on that, and you can see that that's available to us right there as a node. Now, it's kind of hard to see just because the colors that I chose are kind of dark, but there's a blue line connecting these clusters or these nodes right here into a cluster. So if I actually tap and hold on this, we're going to get a little menu. We're going to have modify. This is going to allow us to change the app, in which is the App Store, so we can change this to another application if we want to. We can move it, we can delete it, or we can toggle the flag or just cancel. So if you didn't see the actual flag before, you can see that it just tells us what the app is. It says Apple Store. So if we tap and hold and we toggle off the flag, obviously it's going to get rid of that label. But now if we wanted to move it, actually I just hit modify, but this is going to allow you to change the application right there. So let's go ahead and tap and hold again, and let's hit move. So now we can move this wherever we want to. So if we put it right here, you're going to see that these two applications actually are going to connect to it. Like I said, it's kind of hard to see at this point just because of the colors that I chose, because they're kind of dark, but there's a little line connecting these right here. Now if we go up here, you'll see that we actually have a folder right here. So it looks a little bit different when it's an application or a folder. So the folder just looks like a node with no icon really, and you'll notice that it has the name of that folder right there, or the data store. So if we tap on that, you can see what that's going to do. It's going to bring up all the applications within that folder. Now this is the only part of the theme that I had some trouble with, just because it's a little bit laggy. So as we scroll through here, you'll see that we have the applications that I've added. But you'll notice if we go kind of quick, it's a little bit laggy, as you can see right there. But you'll notice right here it has some pertinent information over to the right. So it has the name of the application, what version, the size, the author or the developer, and then, you know, what folder or data store this is actually in. But again, you can just tap on those and it's going to launch those automatically. So when you create a data store, you just tap and hold like this, hit data store, and then you can name it. So we're just going to name it LOL. And then you just start to tap on applications. It's going to add those immediately. So it doesn't actually start until you're done adding applications. So you just tap on one, then it goes away from the list. And then when you're done, just hit the home button. And then now we have our data store right there that we can scroll through all of our applications. So that's how that works. Now, if we wanted to add an actual widget, which I've already added right here, I've had the clock widget as well as the calendar widget, you just do the same thing. You just tap and hold, hit widget, and then you can see that we have two widgets, the NGUI clock and the NGUI calendar. I assume that there's going to be some more widgets added to this, just because I mean, this is literally the first couple of hours that this has been out. But if we just add one of these, you can see right here that's going to pop right up, but we don't really need that, so let's go ahead and delete it. So now let's hit the home button again right here. Now if you don't want to just tap this, you can always just hit the home button and it's going to bring up that list again. So let's just say that we wanted to go to our settings. I think I actually put it right over here, which you can see right there. And now let's go into our settings for NextGenUI5. Now the really cool thing about this, and something that I messed with it a lot, is the colors. You can change all these colors and make them look however you want, which is a whole lot of fun. You don't really know what it's going to look like until you respring your device. But let's start off right here. Of course, you do have the enable switch, so all you need to do is just enable this and then respring, and then it's going to take effect. Right down here, you have 3 toggles for animation, sounds, and use native GPU effects. Of course, if you're having issues with anything, like it's slowing down your device, if you have an older device, then maybe you want to turn off animations, maybe even the GPU effects, and it's going to probably help with that situation. But right down here, we also have some aesthetics. So if we tap on colors, this is where you're going to be able to change all your colors. So you can completely change the look of your device. So if we just tap on this, you're going to get a little color wheel right here that you can slide across. So let's just do, let's actually do the default. I'll show you that you can just change all of these, and then once you change one, you actually just want to tap Save Color right down here at the bottom. Make sure that it flashes that way that it saves, and you can see that right there. But let's go ahead and just do the default colors just to show you what it looks like right out of the box. But right before that, let's go ahead and go into the themes, and you can see that we have some theming options which aren't readily available just yet. But if we tap on this, you can see that we have just the Praxis theme, which is what we're using right now. And then the store, you can see that it says coming soon. So hopefully we're going to have some more themes available for this tweak. So if we just hit respring, it's going to respring our device and then make those changes of those colors take effect immediately. And I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so now we're resprung. You can see that it's a bit darker theme right here as well. We have a blue and somewhat of an orange brownish color with a black background. But now let's go in here. Actually, let's go back right here. I have settings. We're going to open this up and we're going to actually change up the colors just to kind of show you that you can completely change the look of this. So let's just go here into NextGenUI, tap on colors, and let's change this up. Let's actually do, let's change the color of the background here. Let's change it to just a red. That should really change the look of this. And we're going to change the primary color to black, and this color to what looks good with red. Red and yellow? I don't think so. Red and green, maybe? Oh, I didn't save it. Let's try that again. Let's go back. And let's try this one more time. I need to save that. Okay, let's try that and see what that looks like. You never really know what it's going to look like until you respring your device. So it's kind of just a crapshoot of whether or not you're actually going to like it. But let's go ahead and check this out and see what it does. All right, so there you have it. That is black, green, and a red background. So, I mean, that's kind of what that looks like. It's probably not my style, just because those colors don't really go together too much for me. I'm not a big fan of that. But, of course, you can change this up however you'd like and just make it your own. So that is NextGenUI5. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. And also smash that like button for me staying up till 4:24 to record this, and I have to actually edit this too, so make sure you smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. And of course, if you want to stay up to date with everything Jailbreak as well as everything Apple, make sure you subscribe. Alright guys, until next time, peace.